Welcome to the world of supreme information, where knowledge meets curiosity. I'm your host Adnan. In the last week, tragedy struck as 5 well-renowned businessmen disappeared in an accidental incident inside a submarine while exploring the deep-sea wreckage of the Titanic. Join us as we unravel the details surrounding this mysterious disappearance and explore the risks involved in deep-sea exploration. In 2009, an American aerospace engineer, Stockton, in the first picture, founded a company called Ocean Gate Expedition with the aim of building 4 to 6 kilometers deep-sea submarines for military, research and entertainment. Adventure tourism can be used for one of the company's goals was to take the world's richest people on deep-sea submarine tours. Since 2009, 3 submarines of this company have gone to the deep sea more than 200 times for various purposes and returned safely. In this regard, an important submarine that is being talked about around the world today was the Titan, which according to the company was designed to go to a depth of 4 kilometers under the sea. Note here that the Burj Khalifa, currently the tallest building in the world, is less than a kilometer high, while the base camp at Nanga Parbat is about 4 kilometers, 3,850 meters, above sea level. But who will do tourism in such a depth of the sea, and what will happen there? The answer is Titanic. Yes. The same Titanic on which the famous movie was made. The reason for its fame is a scene in it in which Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet are looking at the sea with open arms on the 10th anniversary of the Titanic. The scene you were thinking of is also famous. By the way, let me tell you that the director of this film, James Cameron, has gone down to the sea 33 times to see its wreckage. The Titanic was the largest ship of its time and sank on its maiden voyage in 1912 when it was struck by debris at sea. The wreckage of this ship is still submerged in international waters 700 kilometers off the coast of Newfoundland, Canada. The wreck was discovered in 1985. The wreck lies about 4 kilometers below the sea. OceanGate continued to use a submarine named the Titan to show the same wreck to wealthy tourists. This submarine reached the wreck of Titanic for the first time in 2021. A ticket for a man on this trip was $250,000. Well, for the second time, it took tourists safely to the wreck of the Titanic in 2022. And now for the third time, on Sunday, June 18th, it was taking 5 tourists to see the wreck of the Titanic when it lost contact with its support boats on the surface, 1 hour and 45 minutes into the journey. After which the news of him spread all over the world and efforts were made to find him. Remember that there was oxygen on this submarine to survive for 96 hours, so it was inevitable that if there was no accident to this submarine and it simply died. German first-time visitor to Titan, Arthur Lubel, says that the submarine was not completely safe. Recalling his journey, he says that after 1,000 meters of the journey, the submarine's battery system, the submarine was powered by electricity, developed some problems, but eventually the submarine managed to reach the wreck of the Titanic. And they spent 3 hours watching the wreckage through its only window and the cameras on it and then returned safely. However, he remembers that the temperature in the submarine was about 4 degrees Celsius. It was a small submarine in which 4 to 5 people could sit together. The Titan was not actually a full submarine, but rather a submarine-like one, which is what the term submersible is used for. Because it can stay under the sea for only a few hours while a full submarine is capable of staying in the sea for several months. Last week, on June 18, 2023, 5 people boarded the Titan, including Stockton, the owner of the submarine meat company OceanGate, British businessman Hamish Harding, French professional diver Paul Henry and Prince Dawood, vice president of the Pakistani company Engro and his son. The Titan went about 4 kilometers below the sea where the wreck of the Titanic lay. It took 2 hours and 45 minutes to reach it. After which he had to see the wreckage of Titanic for 3 to 4 hours. And then there was the return journey. It failed. The total duration of this entire journey was more or less 10 to 11 hours. Actually, it happens. On the surface of the Earth, humans are under the pressure of the atmosphere, the gases in the Earth's atmosphere, which are always on us. This is called 1 atmosphere, i.e., 1 atmospheric pressure. But since humans live on Earth and evolved on Earth, we are used to this pressure, and it is normal for us. But if you fly in the air above the surface of the Earth, this pressure decreases because the atmosphere above is dirtier, so there is less pressure on you due to less air. And if you go out into space, this pressure will disappear completely. However, on the contrary, if you go into the sea, the pressure increases further. Seawater is heavier than the gases in the atmosphere. Therefore, for every 10 meters of depth in the sea, the pressure on your body increases by 1 atmosphere. So, if you only go 10 meters down in the sea, the pressure will be 2 atmospheres. This is more or less the pressure inside the cooker used to cook the food. If you've ever seen a pressure cooker explode, you'll know how high pressure it is. So, if you go 4 kilometers down into the ocean, the pressure on you will be about 400 times greater than the pressure on Earth. Or 200 times the pressure of the pressure cooker. The Titan submarine was made of titanium metal and carbon fiber that could withstand such pressure provided it was completely sealed and had no fractures or weak hulls. If this is the case, in such a case, due to the increase in water pressure going down, it will fall on a weak part of it and it will cook completely. And unfortunately, that's happened. For 5 days, this submarine was searched in the deep sea with the help of boats and robots and marine drones. And yesterday, part of its wreckage was found a few hundred meters away from the wreckage of the Titanic. According to reports so far, it is the submarine probably developed a leak or fracture, causing it to be pressurized by the water, and it collapsed within a few milliseconds from the intense external pressure. It is such a short time that the brain of the people in the submarine would not have been able to feel the death and their whole body would have been burnt and disintegrated. Navy and rescue teams from 3 countries, the United States, Canada and France, were involved in the search for the submarine. And more than $65 million were spent on his search for 5 days. Following the accident, international organizations and maritime safety organizations are calling for comprehensive regulations, rules and certification to ensure the safety of commercial submarines to prevent future accidents. If you found this episode intriguing, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. We appreciate your support and engagement. Remember, the world of supreme information is where knowledge meets curiosity. Join us in our upcoming episodes as we continue to unravel mysteries, explore the wonders of our world, and expand our understanding of the extraordinary. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like for more informative videos.